Miranda. I'm gonna have to catch a replay. I just got home from shopping. Oh no. Hi, Jess. Okay. Replays to watch on Periscope. I was off shopping and not a happy girl. Everything I tried on. You ever have one of those days where everything you try on just does not fit? It's probably because I stayed out too late last night and actually had fun, but that's okay. But anyways, I'm going to talk to you about social studies. Please don't drop out. Because that's what happens when I talk about social studies, because people don't care, but I care. So I'm telling it to you whether you like it or not. But anyways, real quick, like I said, I was at Burlington Coat Factory and I was trying on, yay! I knew you were awesome, even more awesome, Jess. And nothing was fitting, so I gave up and I just bought, I channeled my Amy Harris and I bought myself a sparkly scarf, and I bought some leg warmers to go over boots, and I bought some Rudolph pajama pants. So I gave up. If you don't believe I love social studies, here's my productivity palace is turned into a nerd wall. There's my map that I got from the World War II Museum that looks like it was actually at D-Day or something, the way it was shipped to me. There's my World War II Monopoly game that is just so beautiful, I can't even open it. But anyways, real quickly, since tomorrow is Pearl Harbor Day, and I told my husband, I was like, tomorrow's Pearl Harbor Day. He was like, so? I was like, hush, be quiet. Oh, thank you. I'm trying. Anyways, this is going to be a randomness, but hopefully I'll get something out of it. While I have this up, I just wanted to mention it because they're, Scholastic, I wanted to make sure I had my email, open and not have, my address showing again, or like my social security number or anything crazy. But anyways, Scholastic has warehouse sales, and if you'll see, they have them in lots of states. I'm sorry, I only care about Georgia, so I only know when those are. And it just so happens that I was remembering this time last year, I stocked up and got so many books, and a lot of them were social studies related. So if you go to the Scholastic warehouse sale, or you just go to Scholastic and then look for the book fairs and the warehouse sale, you can say, if you sign up ahead of time, you can get a coupon for $25 off a $100 purchase, or $10 off $50. That is amazing. That is a super awesome deal. And they had a really good selection. Last year I went and I bought some of the I Survived books and a bunch of social studies stuff. I want more Dear America books. I love those. But anyways, speaking of social studies, boom, boom. I posted something on Facebook, in my Facebook group, about Pearl Harbor, and I was like, you know what? I should just put this together in a blog post. That way I can find all my resources. That way I don't have to think, was that on Pinterest? Do I have that bookmarked? Do I have it saved? I was like, if it's on my blog, I can find it so much more easily. But anyways, I know I am not on World War II in social studies right now, but that doesn't mean I can't take 5 to 10 minutes tomorrow and talk about it quickly. The song I was playing at the beginning, the Keith Urban song, is What Is in This Tribute that I found a couple of years ago. If you click on the link, you will find it. I'm not going to show you the tribute because my wireless will probably crap out. But anyways, it is so good. It is to that song, the Keith Urban song, and it will leave you like speechless. And it's not, of course, I teach 5th. It's not inappropriate or anything like that. So if you go, it's the veteran site. I haven't checked out the entire site, so I don't know if it's something I would let kids go on without, because it does have ads, but just in case. And it starts out with a great quote from Chief Tecumseh about dying, and it's dying for a cause. And then it has FDR's quote and his speech to Congress, and then it has a tribute with a bunch of pictures, and it has that song. It's really awesome. So the link to it is right there on my blog, and then which is I had it on at the beginning. It's runningthingswithrunnels.com. And then I have some other sites. I'm not going to go through my whole thing, but this eyewitness history, I've talked about this before. this is primary source documents and like interviews or, you know, diary entries from people who were there. And if you look, they have all different topics for social studies. And if you go on World War II, the very first few things, of course, are related to before America entered, but then they have several different posts about World War II, and they have them from the Japanese point of view and from the American point of view. So that's kind of cool. And I did put a link to this on my site. Now, I did write a post. I swear I'm not just promoting my blog, because there is not a thing I'm talking about that is a promotional product. I just want to infect people with my love of social studies. I've talked about Kids Discover before. Thank you. And I signed up for the free emails for Kids Discover because now they have a really good website. And there's some paid membership, but I haven't done it yet because everything I subscribe to I forget about, and then I waste my money. So and I forgot to buy their stuff before it ended last week because they were having a big sale. I'm sure they'll have another one. But they've got great nonfiction articles about science and social studies. And this was my email today that I got. And of course, almost everything on here correlates to what I'm teaching. In World War II, inventors. I don't care about blood, but Pompeii would be good because I just talked about that with my kids randomly. Rainforest, so I'm going to go check this stuff out. But let me exit out of the warehouse site. But here's a post I did in October. And if you want social studies sites, I have several of them. And I'm going to show you one more. There's the eyewitness history is right there because it directly correlates to Pearl Harbor Day. Mission U.S. history, some of you have probably heard of. Okay, I did not realize that the presidential libraries did not just have like a physical location with old smelly encyclopedias. They are actual like treasure troves of information, and the FDR Presidential Library has the coolest thing on the face of the earth. Let me see if I can get this bigger. You can go on the site and you can get a like a diary log of every single day in FDR's presidency. And it is the coolest thing ever. It's an interactive timeline. And yes, I do use Time for Kids. That's good for current events, definitely. It's being slow. But if you go on it, you can wait for your internet to take forever. But you go on it and it's, oh, it actually pulled it up. Oh, I guess I'll put the direct link to the 7th. But what you can see is, and you can see how often he went to the doctor's office. I'm a nerd, so I could just look at this. Like, I could go through every single day of his presidency. But it's, you can have the kids kind of guess, okay, why do you think that the president was having a meeting at 9:45 at night to 11:15 with all of these, I teach 5th grade, with all of these military officials on, you know, December 7th, 1941. And then you can see even the house guests, but you can have the kids just, you know, make predictions. And then you can see the next day. And you can actually see this document in the secretary's handwriting, which would be very hard for the kids to read. But this is, what's it called? Transcribed into something that we can read. But you see how often he's going to the doctor. And then you see to the Capitol to deliver the message. And that's the famous Day That Will Live in Infamy speech. So I just think this is the coolest thing ever because I'm a super big dork. And I like this stuff. And I infect my dorkiness onto my kids in my class. Even if my own two don't care about social studies. But anyways, like I said, only other one, the National Park Service, they have a bunch of good sites for every single park, and some things that you might not think of, like, thank you. You might not think are like when I think of a park, of course, I think of like a slide or whatever. No, it's like the national monuments. There's one for Harper's Ferry. There's one for Ellis Island. And the good thing about this is any pictures, I'd looked this up for the on the websites are public domain. So that's a seller's tip that you can get public domain primary source photos from the National Park Service. without being in copyright violation. But this is really cool. You can go on the national park site, and there's also some touristy sites around around Hawaii and that area that you can go on and like see what a tour would look like and stuff like that. So I challenge you to take 5 minutes tomorrow some kind of way and either have your kids write about it or just listen to the tribute and write their feelings. Let me show you something that I do for my kids. This is a it's called Windows Notes. It's something I learned about with my gifted endorsement. This is a bonus. I'm not going to tell you this, but you're getting a bonus lesson. Let me put it where to go. Ellis Island Windows Notes. Okay. Here it is. So this is what I do for everything in social studies. I'm going to make a web quest. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Because right now I just have a World War II picture dictionary. I have not done anything productive. Well, I have done, okay, that's not true. I did a blog post Friday at midnight, and I did a blog post, about my activity that I did Friday that I'm doing tomorrow, my holiday history hop stations, and I guess I can do a preview because I'm going to write more about those and turn it into a TPT product, so I didn't want to give away too much. But anyways, this is something that goes along with learning styles, and every time I do them, it's facts, feelings, questions, connections, and this keeps kids from being annoying and interrupting you in the middle of a lesson and asking questions. And because I'll just say, write on your Windows notes, write on your Windows notes. So I'm going to have my kids make one of these in their social studies notebook because they can draw it real easily and write their feelings about Pearl Harbor tomorrow. And then when we get to World War II in March, then they will have it. I have done this for Veterans Day. I did this for William Sherman. I did this for the Constitution. And I'm going to turn these into products, but right now I'm like, that's not really that. It's just that. That's all it is. And a lot of my kids have connections to immigration because a lot of them are English language learners. So that's been really interesting. I ended up having a teachable moment the other day by my kiddos that about taking things for granted, and we ended up talking about our home country and what it's like and the difference between America and how we should be grateful for what we have. That was Mr. Reynolds' little side note. But anyways, I talked about this on my blog, but I didn't put a close-up of the product because I didn't want anyone to steal my idea. But anyways, what I did, we learned about this Thursday night in my class. It's the same idea as the Windows Notes, but it's like a choice board instead, because this is facts. Okay, they're doing the primary source activity, feelings, buddy read books about Ellis Island, and write a diary entry like you were there on Christmas Day. Okay, when I linked up with Focused on 5th for the holiday, days of the unwrapping the holidays, I emailed and I was like, can I do social studies? Would that be weird? And she was like, of course. So questions, I wonder about Christmas during the turn of the century, because this is where we are right now, immigration and turn of the century. And we did Civil War earlier this year, of course, because we started with that. And that is going to be a review because we have post-testing coming up next week. And then the last one, this one was a little out of the box. I came up with this one. I was trying to because this one is supposed to be connections or ideas. It's based on like mastery, self-expressive, understanding, and something else learning style. All I know is I'm this one. I'm not this one. This is facts. That is not my brain. And what I did was tell them to, at first kind of look at the choice board and figure out which one spoke to them. And I explained that had to do with their personality, because which one they wanted to do first. I did not have them do this like in a formal like switch rotation thing, but I just kept it like open-ended. I said they had Friday to work on it and then Monday, because I have 3 different classes and we actually have them ability grouped. With my last class, which is my lowest class, I had them start with number 2 because we talked about Ellis Island first, and then I said just do number 2, and then tomorrow we're going to do the rest. But this one, the holiday book one, I had a bunch of American Girl books because they're perfect. American Girl doll series. I told the boys, I was like, get over it. But we've actually watched some of the movies and they really like them. So I ended up talking about way more stuff than I had planned on. Oh, I didn't even show you what. I'm finally a cool kid. I'm wearing the peanut butter and jelly shirt. Finally. Hi, Jackie. I was just talking about some resources on my blog about Pearl Harbor Day, and you probably saw them in my social studies group. Hi, Tania. I don't want Tania to think I'm not doing her kindness challenge. I have decided to ask like a kindergarten class if we could partner up with them and do like read to them one day next week when things are really crazy and everyone's, you know, done with their kiddos, or we could do something. So I do have something planned. So I do, if you didn't watch her scope, I don't even know if it's still on there, but it was so good with her kindness. So inspirational. But anyways, like I said, I'm going to put some of the stuff on TBT eventually. I have, like, this weekend, I have not been productive other than the, like I said, other than the blog post, because I guess my body was just telling me I needed to rest. And, oh, okay, good, yeah, if you catch her scope on Catch, if you didn't, because it was really, it will make you inspired to want to have your kids use their skills and talking for good and all whatever else they have going on right now besides schoolwork. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I actually went out on a date with my husband last night, which is very rare and made me very happy. So like I said, I'm looking a little my age today. And that's why, and yesterday I just did nothing and other than watch TV and get up my phone, and it was really boring, but I guess I just needed a day to rest because I don't ever just relax. I feel like I've slacked off building my edu empire, but you know, that's what happens. But anyways, other than that, like the coolest thing happened to me Friday at school. Somebody who like I really find annoying, probably because she's very similar to me. She's an instructional coach at my school. She came and talked to me, and because I'm the grade chair and we've been having drama because adults don't act like adults, but anywho, she came, she was like, she said the most like profound thing to me. And I haven't like told people that, okay, I don't want to stay in the classroom forever. I want out, because I do. I can't. I need, there's something more for me. I don't know what it is. I think it's I want to write a curriculum, an integrated curriculum for social studies and literacy. That's what I want to do. But she told me, she's like, don't let people get you down on the way to where you're going. And she was like, I know. She's like, you're going places. And don't let them, get you down while you're here. And I just thought that was so, like, just, I don't know. I was just got, like, a little emotional because I was like, wow, someone just gets it. And they just see that. So that really, like, really hit home with me. And that was really, like, unexpected because what happened was she came in to do like norms at a grade level meeting because whatever. Well, my whole school year did not start out right because of this dog attack, and I was out part of the time, and I'm sorry, when you have scars all over your arms and whatever and you're in pain because of your arm, you're not exactly walking around with a happy face all the time. Yeah, that's part of why I got mad at Burlington Coat Factory, because I couldn't find a coat because of my stupid arm. But anyways, so she came to our meeting and was trying to do norms, and I was trying to like defend I was talking too much, but because that's what I do. And she came to talk to me the day after. But anyways, it's almost time for TBT chat. And I have a lot of Periscope replays to watch, and I should probably do lesson plans before I get in trouble again. So thank you for watching. Let me turn this back around to my, I know, I'll turn it back around to my Monopoly thing. I hate lesson plans. I work somewhere where I don't have to do them, because I'm all about the art of teaching. I don't give a crap about the data of teaching or the planning of I do the best stuff the day of. See, if I would have done lesson plans last week ahead of time, I would not have come up with that awesome activity that I did Friday, because I learned about that in class Thursday night. So guess what? I made that up Friday morning, and it turned out the kids were like, this is fun. And I was like, haha, you don't even know you are reading and fitting in literacy. So that's why I don't plan ahead. I'm all about the teachable moment, but I don't know any school that is not about lesson plans. But anyways, thank you for watching. Like I said, I'm Andrea Reynolds, 5th grade teacher, and I'm sure I will see you all in social media land soon. Bye-bye. Have a great Pearl Harbor Day. Don't forget to do something. I'd say 3rd grade and up. If you have littles, I don't know if I would go there. All right. Bye-bye.